Hello, I'm Ryan Donato.
Hello, welcome to another hard review, and today I'm talking about Renfield. This is the new Nicolas Cage studio comedy, kind of a horror bit, kind of a romance thing going on here. You have Nicholas Hoult plays Renfield. He is the devout assistant of Nick Cage's Dracula, and his job is to go get people for him to eat, and he's been doing this for decades and centuries and forever, it seems like. Nicholas Hoult goes to a support group and learns that he does not want to be the assistant for Dracula anymore, and he decides to try to get away from that toxic relationship. He finds a new relationship, hopefully maybe a prospectful relationship, with Awkwafina. She is a cop who plays by the rules in this corrupt system, and she's trying to get justice for all of us. Obviously, Dracula finds out about Renfield's intentions to leave him, and this leads to conflict. I was excited about this movie because I really like Nicolas Cage. I particularly enjoyed him last year in The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. Every time that he's on screen, he's doing something fun, wacky, and weird. Here, the concern, at least from me, was that he was leaning a little bit too much into the bit. Or maybe not he's leaning too much into the bit, but like the people behind the camera are leaning a little bit too much into the bit. Because Nick Cage is at his best when he's trying to do something serious and he's just doing something absolutely insane, like with the Wickerman. Or when he's supposed to be doing something goofy, like in Willy's Wonderland, and he's just straight faced. Or Prisoners of Ghostland. He's been doing some fun, weird stuff lately. Whereas The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, I feel like crossed over into that so self-aware while still maintaining its goodness. I feel like here we are dipping a little bit into the cheese, like, it's Nick Cage, isn't he crazy? Say it all weird. But he's really funny in this. He's the best part of the movie. He's clearly having so much fun, and because he's having fun, I'm having fun, because he's such an infectious actor. Especially what they do with the makeup in his performance is really threw me off in a good way, and I really was caught by surprise and enjoyed it. As I alluded to in my intro, every time he does like this little thing, like this cheeky little like like, I thought that was so funny. I don't know why, but he's just so cute in that moment, and he's just feeling himself, and he's just like being a little prick. Nicholas Hoult as Renfield in this is good. He's fine. I liked him a lot more in The Menu, but he's very similar in this. He's like the timid white guy who's just, innocent, down in his luck, which he kind of does in everything that he does. Awkwafina is surprisingly not annoying, because in stuff like Raya the Last Dragon, she can get very annoying very fast. Same thing with Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. She's just hotly approaching that point where she's overexposed, where there's so much of her, and she's such a noticeable actress. Like, her voice, her voice, like, easily. So when she does so many things, and especially so many things in the machine, like the Disney machine and the studio blockbuster Marvel, let's do all these big blockbusters. Oh, he's right behind me, isn't he? So she's kind of getting worn out, but here she's a little bit more grounded, I guess. I will say that I did vibe with the relationship between Renfield and Awkwafina's cop character, because they had similar internal struggles that I was able to relate with. It wasn't just like, he's hot and she's hot. And then Chris McKay directed this movie. I think he did the Lego Batman movie, which I love. This is nowhere near that, but this is generally really funny. There's a couple, and I mean a couple, really awesome action sequences. The theater I was watching it with at the press public screening was really vibing with this movie. They were laughing out loud at many points. The outrageous action scenes, the over-the-top stuff, they were really having a good time with and raffling. I will say this movie is not high art. It's not going to get nominated for anything. I don't even think it's going to really be successful at the box office at all. I just think that it's a serviceable horror comedy. You get what you pay for. You want to see Nick Cage being all weird and goofy. You want to see some cool horror moments. You want to laugh a little bit. This has all those things for you. It doesn't rise above. It's not above average in any way at all. But I will say, after the month of March, which was just Creed 3, Scream 6, Shazam 2, John Wick 4, a Dungeons and Dragons reboot, Super Mario Brothers reboot, it's just nice to get a movie that's not a sequel of sorts. I know it's another Dracula movie, but it's not like trying to capitalize on the franchise. Like, there's a small bit at the beginning. You see this in the trailer where it shows it in black and white. It's an old-timey, like, Dracula film showing Dracula and Renfield starting their relationship together. This isn't trying to capitalize on that. No one's going to this movie being like, hey, one for the Dracula movie, please. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm sure the box office reflects that, like, this isn't really, like, capitalizing on any, like, pre-existing existing franchises here. It's cute. It's fun. Go watch this. This is a 3 out of 5, very easily. 3 out of 5. It's closer to a 4 than a 2 because I really enjoyed it. The people I was with didn't really like it because the people behind us were being really annoying and dumb. If you are in the theater, please stop talking. Please get off your phone. You are not funny. You are annoying and rude, and I hate you. Thank you guys so much for watching this movie. What's your favorite Dracula movie? Like, comment, subscribe. Everything I could think of right now, I'm like, well, not Hotel Transylvania. Not Twilight. I'm not a Twilight guy. I wish. I really want to be. Kind of felt like Warm Bodies. I like vampire. I'm not a Van Helsing guy. Dracula Untold stinks if I even ever saw it. I know I did the Halloween Horror Nights house for it because Monster Squad is there. Vampire Monster Squad.